Looky what I have this morning. Isn't it pretty? So these are my grandma's rain lilies, and we've been having tons and tons and tons of rain. Raining multiple times every day for 2 or 3 weeks now. And so I got multiple rain lilies out of it. I am hoping that we'll have a break in the rain now because the mold outside has been really hurting me. So hopefully I won't see any more rain lilies for a little while. Not because I don't like rain lilies, but because I need a break on the rain. All right, I just got out of bed, so excuse me, but I wanted to come out here and show you our potatoes before school gets going and before it gets hot. So we did the wood chips on top of the potatoes, and that keeps it where you don't have to cover your potatoes. So what normally happens is that during the season you have to keep adding dirt to your potatoes, because as your potatoes grow they start poking through the ground, and if the sun gets on them it'll turn them green, and that actually causes them to have a poison in them. And anyway, with the mulch, it's light and it lifts with the potatoes as they grow, so you're not supposed to have to recover them, but we are recovering our potatoes, and this is why. So when the stems grow, if you recover them with dirt, they put off new roots, and the roots will make more potatoes. So if you continue to cover your plants over and over through the season, you will actually get a larger crop of potatoes because it will keep making new roots, and then another batch of new roots, and then another batch of new roots each time you cover them. So I'm afraid on my big ones, I was thinking we need to get them covered because they were so big, and I didn't want them to flower, because once they flower, the plant's signaling that it's done with its life season and it's going to start dying back shortly after that. But it's just been so hot. It's been so hot, so humid, and so rainy for 2-3 weeks now. And the other day, actually, one of the girls, we have the vents in the top of the bus, and it's see-through, but it's like tinted, and I could feel a whole lot of heat coming through. So I went and got aluminum foil to put up there to reflect the sunshine back out of it. And one of the girls just came out like 5 minutes after I put it up there, how hot the aluminum foil was, and they went and got the meat thermometer and just touched it, and it almost instantly went to over 130. And so anyway, it's been really hot, so there's not been much gardening stuff going on. And yesterday the morning was dry, and then today the morning was dry. Hopefully it won't rain today. I don't think it rained yesterday. It did get cloudy like it was going to, I think. Maybe that was the day before. But anyway, yesterday was super hot, super hot. So anyway, the kids have come out for a little while in the morning, like 30 minutes or something before school, and they worked on getting it covered up. But anyway, Sunday, I don't know, the day before they started covering them, I had noticed that there was some little flower buds starting on the big potatoes, and so I had told them to pinch them off before they covered them, and maybe it would stop it. Soraya said that she didn't see any. I can see some standing here, so she just didn't know what it was. They weren't open yet. They were still green, so she didn't realize it was them. She must have thought they were just leaves. But anyway, I'm hoping if we pinch those off, those will be all right. But I'll show you what we've done. So some of it still needs a little more covering. They just didn't have time to get it done. So as long as you leave a few inches sticking out, like over there, it will keep growing and it'll just keep on. And so all of the stem that just got covered will reroot. So like these, I would like them covered a little bit more. Those back there, I'd like covered a little bit more. This one, I'd like covered more. And it doesn't have to be like you have it this thick. As you cover, they'll lay down. And now you can definitely see that they've mounded it up, covering. But if they lay down, that's fine. And you cover it up. But you can see over there, some of those they could use. Actually, they might have already been started growing maybe since yesterday, getting a little taller. But either way, I'd like them covered a little bit more. And so anyway, that's all they did. You can see the difference. Well, maybe you can't with my shadow. You can see where it dips down and then it comes up to the mound that they've done. Hopefully that comes through on the video good. But you can see down there. Let me get closer. So these were our really big ones. We had 2 really big ones right there. And let me put you flat on the ground. Can you see how much mulch they had to put on it to cover it? But still, it needs a little bit more. Most of these are fine. They got just a little bit sticking out, but like this one, cast in a shadow, it's still got a good bit of stem sticking out. So I'd like them to put more mulch. It'll just, lay down. They don't have to like stack it literally up to here. But anyway, so that's why we're covering our potatoes. And hopefully that will get us even more potatoes. We do have a really long season compared to, you know, up north. And so we don't need them to just go straight into making potatoes. We can do this several times over the season and be able to get more potatoes. But here is, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, there's the flower buds about to come on. So I'm gonna pinch those off, and hopefully we'll get a ton more potatoes out of this. Looky what we're doing. 120 quail eggs. Our own quail eggs. Well, not our own quail eggs, but our own quail's eggs going into the incubator. So we will start that today, and in 17 days we should have babies.